Alright, hey guys, it is TsubakiSwagg! And I'm coming to you with my review of the amazingness that is Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia episode. I guess you can say this is episode 6 and 7 because I didn't review episode 7 last week, even though I did watch it when it came out because it was fucking amazing. And this episode was even more fucking amazing because, like last episode, we pretty much got to see everybody's hero costumes and how things were going to turn out. We got to see and of course, after everybody got their costumes, of course, Kacchan had this amazing, had these grenade gauntlets, which actually looked pretty fucking dope. His costume, I have to say, is probably my favorite, even though I don't like him at all at this point because he is such a fucking asshole. But his costume was flawless. And you could tell that Izuku got a lot of his inspiration from All Might by the way his costume looked, like the smile mouth guard and the big fin things on his head, and it was just like you could tell that he was inspired by All Might. But All Might is one of his teachers because All Might said that he was coming back to the academy to teach. So he's teaching them pretty much like Hero 101, I guess is what you could call it. And they had to go outside to where they had originally done their entrance exam. And of course he got teamed up with Yubaraka and Izuku is Deku. Kacchan and Aida got put on the same team. And of course, the first pair up that happened because they were doing heroes versus villains, where the heroes had to enter the building and find the nuclear warhead or whatever and touch it, and if the heroes touched it before the time ran out, then the heroes win. If not, then villains win, blah blah blah. Or if the villains incapacitate them or anything, then the villains win. So of course Izuku was paired against Kacchan, or Katsuki, I believe is his name, Katsuki. So this whole fight, these 2 episodes was him trying to best Kacchan, and Kacchan almost blew his head off. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I have to say that. Kacchan is fucking insane. I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with him. Why is he so fucking crazy? What is the point? What is the issue with him? Why is he acting like this? I don't understand. But it goes on to the next episode, which is the episode that came out today. And we finally did get to see a look, we finally get to see why Kacchan is the way that he is. And pretty much, growing up, he was always the confident leader and everybody followed him. But you could tell that he was riding the fence between being good and being bad. And even before his quirk manifested, he was always an ass to Izuku. And it got worse when his quirk manifested and Izuku found out that he wasn't going to have a quirk because of Kacchan's quirk, because of what it is. It's very flashy and showy, so everybody always thought that his quirk was really freaking cool. But Izuku still tried to help him. At one point they showed him fall off this log while they were walking through the forest, and Kacchan was like, I'm okay, blah blah blah, and Izuku went down there to make sure that he was all right, and Kacchan got mad. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you getting mad at him for trying to make sure that you're okay? I don't understand. I just don't understand. But that, I think, is where it started, when Kacchan decided that he hated Izuku, and Izuku was like the bane of his existence. He said that he was just a pebble, and just all these demeaning things, because he feels like, because of what his quirk is, he feels like he is better than everyone and nobody is better than he is. Which I guess is a better way to put it, because he thinks that no one is better than he is, so no one can be better than him. And if anybody has the opportunity to be better than him, then he gets really fucking pissed. Which is why he, I guess, hates Izuku so much, because Izuku shows so many things that he probably doesn't have. And that's why he tries to overcompensate for his abilities, because he is really freaking strong and he has a lot of combat instincts, which a lot of people don't have. Like, they even showed it when him and Izuku finally went head to head, and Izuku was like, the reason why I want to be better than you is because I want to surpass you, you idiot, bakarao. But of course, Kacchan brushed it off and was pretty much saying that Izuku was underestimating him, and he didn't think that Kacchan would be able to keep up with him, blah, blah, blah. Why are you not using your quirk? Do you think that you're too good for me? Blah, blah, blah. And Izuku wasn't even thinking about that. He just didn't want to kill him, because we all know that Izuku, he really does not know how to use his quirk. He does not know how. He either uses it at 0% or 100%. There's no happy in between. He has no control over it whatsoever, because he's literally only used it, what, twice now? And then third time in this episode. So he just didn't want to kill him, because he knew that if he used his quirk on him, he would die. He would die, because he would probably explode him, like how All Might did to that slime monster. So that, I mean, but Izuku really didn't want to tell him that. And then at one point he did tell him that when they went head to head. And at first I thought that Izuku was going to like beat the shit out of Kacchan and like blow his head off or some shit. But he didn't. He actually used that power, because Uraraka had run to where Ida was to try to touch the nuclear warhead. And well, like, she wasn't even able to get close to it because Ida had channeled his inner villain or whatever. But Izuku took this opportunity to use his quirk in a way to where he wouldn't have to hurt Kacchan, but they could still win, so the match would be over. And there is no possible way, like, I love and hate this about shows, but there's no possible way that all that shit happened in 15 minutes, because it started last episode and then continued through this episode, and the 15 minutes ended right before the episode was over. There's no possible way that all of that happened in 15 minutes. There is no way you can tell me that all of that happened in 15 minutes. I would not believe you if you did. But like, right as the time was about to run out, and Izuku and Kacchan were going up against each other, because Kacchan, actually, I forgot about that. Kacchan almost killed Izuku because he sweats nitroglycerin or something, and it gets collected in his gauntlets, and then he can use it as a shot. And he literally almost killed Izuku. And at one point, All Might was thinking about stopping the match because Kacchan almost killed him, and he only used the gauntlet once. He still had his other gauntlet on his left hand that he could have used to kill Izuku. If All Might hadn't said anything, Kacchan would have used it again, and Izuku probably would have been dead, because Izuku barely dodged the first one. And it's just like, why? What is wrong with you? What makes you that fucking angry? I mean, I can understand anger issues, because I do have anger issues myself, and it's a lot to deal with. But nothing should ever make you that fucking angry. Just get over it. Get over yourself. You're not that fucking amazing to the point where no one can be better than you. There is always going to be somebody that's better than you, regardless of what you do. So if somebody is going to be better than you, just let it happen gracefully. It's really not that fucking serious. Get over yourself. But so Izuku did use his Detroit Smash and punched a hole through like I think they were on the second floor. So he punched a hole through three floors, and Uraraka used that opportunity to touch the warhead, and then the hero team won. And from what I saw in the comments, because I do watch Boku no Hero Academia on GoGo Anime, and from the comments that I saw, because I know that there is a manga for this show, that in the manga the heroes actually lost because of Izuku punching a hole through the building or whatever. That would have set off any other nuclear warhead, because you can't do stuff like that around weapons like that, because it would have gone off and then all of them would have died. So I can understand how they would have lost, but then I can understand how they would change it to where they would win in the anime. But from what I could tell, because after Izuku did the Detroit Smash or whatever and punched a hole through the building and then they won, he explained to Kacchan, because Kacchan was like, so you are underestimating me, blah, blah, blah. And Izuku was like, no, I just didn't want to hurt you because I have no control over my power. This power, like, my body can't sustain after doing it. So I didn't want to kill you, pretty much, is what he was trying to say. And he was like, I just wanted to surpass you. I wanted to win the match without killing you, because if he had punched him, Kacchan would have died. There is no getting around that. Kacchan would have died if he actually did punch him. So, I mean, I can understand why he felt that way and why he was so upset. And then it looked like it actually finally, after all this time, dawned on Kacchan why Izuku wasn't using his power. So maybe he's had an epiphany and he understands now. Maybe he's not going to be such a fucking asshole. Maybe not. I don't know. But I would love to see what's going to happen in the next episode. I really want to know if it actually dawned on him that Izuku is not trying to just be better than him. He does want to be better than him, but he wants to surpass him. He wants to work. He's like Izuku's rival. Izuku and Kacchan are like Sasuke and Naruto, where Naruto was always fighting to be better than Sasuke, but Sasuke was always like one step ahead of him. So Izuku is going to try to do his best to be able to surpass Kacchan, but I don't know. I mean, Kacchan is pretty fucking amazing, and he's had all these years to use his quirk, while Izuku just got his, like, what, a month ago? Maybe a month, I don't know. But he has nothing on how long Kacchan has had the opportunity to hone his craft and be able to use his power accordingly. So Izuku's going to need some more time to be able to get used to his power and learn how to use it and when to use it and what extent to use it to, so that way he doesn't have to just go from 0 to 100 in 0.0 seconds. So I'm really looking forward to the next episode, because the next episode is going to be fucking amazing. I can't wait to see what happens. But I would love to hear how you guys felt about this episode and last week's episode, since I didn't review last week. I would love to hear how you guys felt. I would love to hear your thoughts on these episodes. How do you feel about Kacchan? Because, I mean, me personally, I really don't like him. I usually don't like characters like this in any show or game or anything like that. But I mean, I guess I can understand where he's coming from, but he is very delusional. And it bothers me a little bit that he hates Izuku so much for absolutely no reason I don't understand. From what I can tell, Izuku never did anything to him, so why the fuck is he so angry? I don't understand. So yeah, so I would love to hear your thoughts on these two episodes. But as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.